Welcome to MY Channel. Real life wonders. The crew laughed the moment she stepped onto the deck. Her uniform looked a little too old, her boots dusted with salt and sand, hardly the image of a newcomer on a top-tier Navy vessel. But there was something about her walk, a quiet steadiness that made even the wind hush for a moment. Then the Admiral turned amused. "You there?" he called out over the clanging metal and ocean roar. "What's your rank, sailor? Don't tell me you snuck aboard to polish brass." He didn't know it yet, but those words were about to change everything. "Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening." It was a bright afternoon in the middle of the Pacific. The destroyer Aegis Dawn glided across the water, sunlight shimmering against its steel frame. The air smelled of salt and diesel. Dozens of officers moved about the deck, crisp in their whites, preparing for inspection, and amid them stood a woman composed, silent, her gaze fixed on the horizon. Her name tag read, S. Rowan. No one saluted her when she came aboard. No one knew who she was. The Admiral's laughter echoed across the deck. "Come on, sailor," he said, still grinning. "Let's hear it. What's your rank?" She looked up, squinting slightly against the glare of the sun. "Fleet Commander," she said softly. The laughter stopped instantly. The Admiral's grin froze. The sea breeze seemed to die. Even the clatter of chains and boots paused, as if the ship itself had heard her. "I'm sorry," the Admiral said, voice suddenly tight. "Did you say, Fleet Commander?" "Yes, sir," she replied, her tone steady. "Fleet Commander Samantha Rowan. I was ordered to assume command of Task Force 7. Effective today." A murmur spread across the deck. The Admiral's face went pale. The name struck him like a blow. He knew it. Everyone did. Years ago, during the Titan disaster, the worst naval fire in decades, Commander Rowan had been listed as killed in action. Her body was never found. He stammered. "You were on the Titan. You're dead." Her eyes met his, calm but cold. "That's what the report said. But reports don't always tell the truth, do they, Admiral?" The wind picked up again, brushing her hair against her face. For a heartbeat, no one spoke. Then she took a step closer. 37 of my men made it out. The 38th didn't because someone ordered retreat too early. The Admiral's throat tightened. His memory flashed with static radio calls, smoke, screams, the moment he'd given the retreat command. He told himself for years it was the only choice, but the guilt never left. "I thought," he began. But she raised a hand gently. "I didn't come back for explanations," she said. "I came back because we lost more that day than lives. We lost integrity, and it's my duty to restore it." The Admiral's lips parted, but no words came. The younger sailors, who moments ago were laughing, now stood rigid, eyes wide, hearts pounding. The tension on deck was so thick it almost had a sound, a deep, low hum of shame and awe. Finally, the Admiral stepped back, removing his cap with trembling hands. "Fleet Commander Rowan," he said, voice breaking. "Welcome aboard." She returned the salute. Crisp, powerful, final. The moment hung suspended, sunlight glinting off her uniform, the ocean behind her calm as glass. It felt as if the entire sea had been waiting for this moment of justice. Hours later, as the Aegis Dawn cut across the blue horizon, whispers rippled through the fleet. The woman who'd been left for dead had returned, not for revenge, but to rebuild what pride had broken. Because true command isn't about power. It's about courage to face what others run from, and kindness. It doesn't vanish at sea. It waits beneath the waves until it rises again. The sun shimmered across the deck, brighter than ever, as if the ocean itself had finally found peace. If this story stirred something in you, don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts below. Your voice keeps these stories alive.